Public meltdowns are every parent's nightmare, but they do happen, and ignoring the right step can make them even worse. As a parent, you may feel overwhelmed, maybe embarrassed, and sometimes utterly helpless when it happens. In this video, I will be sharing 5 practical steps to help you handle these difficult moments with confidence, and so you'll feel empowered and know what to do the next time it happens. So let's dive in. Step 1. Recognize the early signs of a meltdown. Meltdowns usually give subtle warnings known as precursors in behavior therapy. Learning to spot these early signs can help you step in and de-escalate the situation before it worsens. Here are some common early signs of a meltdown. Physical change. Your child may become restless or uncomfortable, shown by them pacing back and forth, wiggling, or fidgeting their body. They may cover their ears or eyes to block out the sensory input. Emotional signals. You may notice a shift in their mood, such as they start whining, crying, withdrawing, or running away from an activity. Changes in volume and tone. They may raise their voice or, conversely, become unusually quiet. Verbal cues. If your child can talk, look out for phrases like no, stop, or I don't want to. When they can express themselves verbally, treat that as a functional way of communicate and try to honor their needs if possible, because that is their way of saying they have had enough. So in that case, you may want to take them out of that environment so that they can regroup. And once they've calmed down, you can gently encourage them back to the activity. Loss of focus. If they generally can engage in an activity, but all of a sudden they seem distracted or unable to focus in the activity, that could be an early sign of an oncoming meltdown. By recognizing these early signs, you can intervene early and provide them with reassurance, a break, or a calming tool to help your child reset before their emotions escalate. Number 2, staying calm as a parent. Staying calm during your child's meltdown is one of the most powerful ways you can support your child. Your calmness helps your child calm down and regulate their emotions. But more than that, it also teaches them how to respond to stressful situations. You are modeling calmness to your child. So here are some strategies to help you stay focused and centered during your child's meltdown. Practice deep breathing. Model the right behavior that you want to see. In stressful situations, take slow, deep breaths to regulate your own emotions first. And if focusing on your breath is difficult, you may want to start counting in your mind. So for example, inhale 4 seconds, exhale 4 seconds, and this will help shift your attention away from the meltdown and help you feel more centered. Use positive self-talk. Remind yourself that this moment is temporary and talk to yourself like this. This is the moment that my child is learning how to cope, and this is the opportunity for me to model calmness. Stay present. Don't worry about fixing the meltdown immediately. And let go of the fear that this is going to be a problem in the future. Teaching your child to cope is a gradual process, and it starts with you staying calm and modeling the calmness for them. Prioritize mental health. Taking care of yourself helps you become a better parent. So schedule the time for you to rest properly and recharge, even if it is just a short break. When your mental health is solid, you will find it easier to stay calm and respond to challenging situations. Number 3, identifying common triggers. For kids on the autism spectrum, the environment may feel overwhelming for them, and their meltdowns can stem from specific triggers, and those triggers can be sensory related or situational, which include loud noises, bright light, crowded spaces. It could also be lack of sleep, hunger, fatigue, and or internal discomfort, such as pain. To identify these triggers, there are a few things that you may want to follow. Observe the pattern of the meltdown. In behavior therapy, we use a tool called ABC data recording to analyze a specific behavior. So A stands for antecedent, and antecedents are things that happen right before a behavior. Look into the environment. What happened right before the meltdown? Was it a loud noise? Was it a sudden change or a specific task demand? B stands for behavior. We're gonna look at that meltdown. What does it look like? Does it include crying, screaming, flopping on the floor? Or does it also include hitting, kicking, destroying things? Take note of the intensity and the duration of that meltdown. C stands for consequence. What happened right after that behavior? Does your child calm down after they are removed from the environment? Or do they stop when you give them a break from the task demand? All of this information will give you an idea of when the meltdown or the behavior occurs and help you also develop a system of anticipating the meltdown and prepare so that it doesn't happen in the future. To use a pre-outing checklist before going out, ask yourself, is my child well fed, well rested? Are they prepared for the activity ahead? Any lack of sleep, hunger, or fatigue can lower their tolerance to the environment and sensory input. Pack calming essentials. Bring items tailored to your child's needs, such as noise-canceling headphones, sunglasses to block out overwhelming light, chewy toys, stress ball, weighted blankets for sensory regulation, comfort items like their personal favorite blanket or stuffy animals. This will give your child a safe space when they need to retreat and regroup. Next, preview activities and prime transitioning. You can help your child feel more prepared for a new activity by previewing it beforehand. You can use tools such as a visual schedule, which will lay out visually what kind of activities they are going to participate in. You can also use social stories, and these are stories that are designed specifically for that scenario and can explain the activity in details for your child. You can also use verbal explanation if your child can understand you. Just walk them through the activity and tell them what they are going to see, hear, or do. So with this technique, which is called priming, it helps reduce your child's anxiety and helps them feel more prepared to transition to a new activity and enjoy new experiences. Ask for their input. If your child can communicate with you, ask them for their input, such as what made you feel uncomfortable in that situation, or what can we do to make you feel better. Also, teach them coping strategies. For example, when they feel overwhelmed, they can ask for a break or for help, and encourage them to express their emotions and feelings either through a picture exchange system, a communication device, or through words. If you are finding this helpful, please click the like button below and please share this with the parents who might need support. Alright, let's move on to the next step. Step number 4, use calm communication to de-escalate a meltdown. During your child's meltdown, your calmness is the key to help them regain their control. Stay neutral. Keep your tone of voice neutral, steady, and non-judgmental. You can say things like, I can see that you are upset. I understand that it is very hard. And avoid escalating phrases such as, stop crying. Why is it such a big deal? Your neutrality will be the safe space for your child to express their emotions and de-escalate. Use simple phrases. During a meltdown, long sentences and conversation won't register. So just use simple and short phrases such as, you are safe with me. I am here to help. Make sure that you validate their feelings. Acknowledging their emotions and feelings during a meltdown can help de-escalate the situation and help them feel understood. For example, you can say, I can see that you are frustrated. It is okay to feel this way. With this, your child will feel like they are understood, that their emotions are valid, and it is safe to share their emotions with you. Avoid over talking your child. During a meltdown, words can overwhelm your child, and that's why try to keep the conversation short and focused. For example, if your child hits you, you will want to block their action, but just say one thing: I won't let you hit me, and save that teaching moments for later when they are already calmed down. Offer them choices. Offering them choices can help them have a sense of control. You can say things like, do you want to sit here or take a walk? Do you want to hold on to a toy or listen to some calming music? Step number 5, reflect and teach after a meltdown. After a meltdown, when your child is fully recovered from it and calm, they will tend to be more receptive to learning. And this is a perfect opportunity to conduct an event reflection with your child so that both of you can learn something from it. You may be able to identify the triggers of their meltdown and how to prevent it from happening in the future. So here are some step process to guide you with the reflection and the teaching after the meltdown. Validate their feelings. Let's make sure that they understand that you are their safe space and all emotions are valid and they can express their emotions freely with you. You want to show them that you fully understand how they felt by saying, I understand that it was very hard for you. And if they are verbal, you may want to invite them into a conversation, such as, let's talk about what happened. Reviews the triggers. Reflect on the event together. Use your ABC recording data to try to understand what led to the meltdown. You also want to ask your child, how were you feeling back then? What happened? What made you feel upset? Understanding the triggers of the meltdown will help you prepare for future situations. Teach alternative responses, such as coping mechanisms for next time. Encourage your child to use functional communications, such as, I need a break, I need your help. And also practice putting emotions into sentences, such as, I feel sad or I feel angry when a friend took away my toys. And then you can role play these scenarios to build their confidence in managing their emotions, reinforce safety and love. Reassure your child that meltdowns are normal responses in overwhelming and stressful situations. There's nothing to be ashamed of it. You can say, it is okay to feel this way. You are safe and I am here for you. Use this opportunity to highlight their effort of calming down and also to strengthen the bond between you and your child. And so by validating their feelings, reviewing the triggers, and teaching alternative responses, you are helping your child developing lifelong skills while strengthening your bond. As a parent, if you have any questions or thoughts that you want to share, let me hear it in the comments below. If this video resonated with you, please hit the subscribe button. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.